Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Last time we got to see the cousins hanging around and about, and most of all we got to see Shannon and Backer hanging about. Learn that they both had a thing for mystery novels together. Together is the most important thing here. And that Backer promised her that he'd visit in a year, and she told him not to forget. And he said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna forget. I'll visit in a year, definitely." And he didn't visit, as we know. Eventually, ended up learning. And yeah, so that's rough, buddy. And now we're back here with Will, and he's grunting. So let's see what Will and Leon have to say about all this. What's up? Let's see. Let's keep reading.
この姿は貸してあげるわ。私バカは嫌いだから。
Wait, what? I'm lending to you? Is that Leon?
仮の名としてクレルと名乗りなさい。それともベアトがいい？
Wait, has Bern given Leon that form?
感謝します。みすぼらしい姿を晒さずに済みます。
No, this is okay. Never. This is actually Yasuda, but in her witch form, in her Claire. Oh, now she's calling herself Claire, and she's coming out here, and I guess she's out here and she's talking with Will and Bern. So it's not Leon, or maybe it is Leon. I mean, it is Leon, to be fair. It also is Leon. That's also true. Both of those things are true. But yeah, I don't have to expose my pitiful form. So we know that Yasud also doesn't like how she looks like. She don't like her form, right? That's why the mirrors get her so well. That's why mirrors work on her so well, because she has to look at her own pitiful self. I did hear about this long ago, though. About this whole mirror stuff. So, Berncastle had given this person a fake form. No, so it is Claire. It's not Leon. Leon should be somewhere else in here in this chapel somewhere, but this is not Leon turning to Claire. This is Claire being given a form over here, or Claire Beato being given a form over here. It was a temporary form for the person acting the part of Beatrice. A false appearance intended for those yet to reach the truth of Beatrice's identity. Oh! That's the form of Yasuda, of Shannon. Okay, that's the form of the culprit that disappeared. I see. Never mind. Okay, now I get it. Okay. So this is a different meta. This is not the Claire from the stage that's talking. This is the Claire that Will told to appear to set the stage as the culprit, right? This is the Claire form. Okay.
それが異なる世界の私の物語なのですか。リオン、これが異なる世界のあなたにして我の物語。私が人間としてでなく魔女として生きる世界の物語。
I see.
私も自分の人生にもしも想像することがあります。しかしあなたの話す物語は私の想像を超えすぎている。
それでももう一人のお前のたどった人生だ。
だからって
It's a life that basically all other youths have led. You're very fortunate, or I say fortunate, you're very fortunate in the sense that lucky/unlucky, or in the very low probability of having led the life that only you have had.
容易に受け入れられるものではありません。
Leon suddenly yelled and looked at the floor. Leon already knew. Because of the fragments provided by Berncastle, Leon knew. This was a different world, where the same person lived as the Golden Witch Beatrice. And in this world, eventually, on the day of the October 1986 family conference, this person will be the ringleader of a terrible crime.
いくら異なる世界とはいえ、私が家族や親族を、使用人の人たちみんなを巻き込んで恐ろしい事件の首謀者になる。それに私はどう向き合えばいいというのです。
黙って聞いて、静かに理解しろ。
別の人生では私が使用人をしていて、かと思えばいつの間にか魔女になっていて、そしてやがては恐ろしい殺人事件を何度も繰り返す。それをどう理解しろと言うんです。
ああ、そうだろうな。誰にも理解はできねえだろうよ。こいつももはや誰にも理解してもらえるとは思ってねえ。だからお前なんだ。だからベルンカステルはお前とこいつ出会うはずのない自分同士をこうして出会わせたんだ。
別に深い意味はないよ。単なる気まぐれよ。
誰にも理解できない動機だからいいよ。せめてお前だけは理解しろ。この物語の主役は俺じゃない、お前だ。俺はお前の理解を助けるための介助役に過ぎね
え。Help us understand, Will.
ウィルは犯人の動機を理解したと言いましたね。
あ、
それは私が家族を、親族を、
Well, is it? What does Will think?
みんなを殺すに足る納得できる動機なんですか？
さあな。
To be fair, yeah, that's for us to decide. That's for the individual person to decide. Whether it's satisfying or whether it's acceptable. That I was gonna say, what's Will's answer? But now that I think about it, this is the answer that I should have expected him to say, because knowing Will, of course, he'd let everyone decide individually whether it's a satisfactory or acceptable answer. That's for you to decide. That's for each individual person to decide, right? I have to decide personally whether I think it's a satisfying enough motive or not. Now, Will claims that he has understood the motive. I believe he has. I don't doubt him in that sense. I'm saying I don't understand the motive, because I already theorized what the motive could be last part. So check out theorized in a way last part. So you check out last part if you want to know my theory. But as I am not satisfied with my own theory, and I want to claim that I don't understand the motive yet. I'll make the claim that I still don't understand the motive, because I want the motive to be something I can understand, not condone, but I want it to be something I can understand and accept as a satisfactory enough motive for someone to go through with it. And as of right now, I cannot say that what I theorized last part is enough. Yes, I know about the whole thing with Kinzo. I know she must have figured out at some point that she's Kinzo's daughter, illegitimate child of the family, and that she's been working as a servant her entire life and all that stuff. And of course the whole thing with Backer. I know that whole stuff is going on. I already made my whole theory. But I'm saying I still don't understand the motive, because that doesn't satisfy me. That alone doesn't satisfy me. So I hope there's, and there probably is something more to it going on that I haven't arrived to yet. So we shall see.
それを考えるのは自分だ。俺が納得してもお前が納得するわけじゃねえ。お前の納得はお前がするんだ。
私には何が何だか本当にわからないんです。ベアトリーチャが起こしたといういくつものゲーム版という名の事件を見ました。そして今もう一人の私が語る異なる人生についても聞いています。でも全然それと事件がつながらない。理解ができない。
私もこの時やがてそのような恐ろしい事件を引き起こすことになるなど想像することもできませんでした。
You know Umineko in long pauses, right? I had to wait a while before I clicked again. Because just in case she was still gonna say something else before clicking. We know Umineko has some long pauses for these characters. I was worried for a second that I was gonna click too early.
いえ、仮に想像し得たとしても私にあのような事件を起こす力はありませんでした。
So what led you to have that power? Right? Because at that time, I have to remember, you at that time did not know that you were Kinzo's child yet. And Butler still hadn't broken his promise yet. So of course you wouldn't be able to imagine it at that time. But were those two things with Butler and Kinzo enough for you to carry out such a crime? I wanna say no. I wanna say no. I wanna say there's something more to it.
だろうな。お前の不幸は多分非分の謎を解いたことだろうな。
Okay. When she solved the epitaph's riddle, okay. She solved the epitaph's riddle and learned the truth of her life. You're saying that's what where the most misfortune came from. Now I understand why she'll be misfortunate about that. But killing her entire family, I'm saying that's not enough for me. I'm saying that's not enough for me. But if that is the case, well, we shall see, and we shall see. I'm not gonna call this too early. We shall see. But we shall see.
おじい様が出題したという隠し黄金の碑文ですか？
And he only wrote that in the other world, not in your world, Leon.
事件ごとに異なる共犯者を得るシステム。導き出される推理は犯人が莫大な金を持っていたという可能性。
Oh yeah, the culprit. Yeah, the culprit has a vast amount of money. Yeah.
そして全てを黄金鏡に招き、全ての恋を成就させるもう一つのシステム。
For inviting Altrical Land and making all loves bear fruit, there was one other system. So okay, wait. The culprit obtained different accomplices each time the crime was committed. Yeah, I mean, they definitely obtained accomplices. Because we know Genji has to be an accomplice, I feel like. Right? Genji probably just went along with it because, you know, I mean, at that point, Yasuda became the next head of the family, right? So Genji would have to, and, you know, Kinzo, you know, relinquished anyone who would solve the epitaph then to become the next head of the family. So Yasuda solved it first, I'm guessing. And Genji then had to serve Yasuda. So if Yasuda wanted to kill the entire family, Genji went along with it. Well, Genji might not have personally killed anyone, but he would have acted in a way to purposely mislead anyone. So if I ever reread scenes from Umineko, especially early scenes from the game boards, suspect everything Genji says. Right? Genji's, you know, probably hella involved, hella sus. Same thing I want to say with Kumasawa. Ish. Kumasawa for the most part also would have been involved. Nanjo for sure. Nanjo 100%. Yeah, my man was faking all of those examinations. Oh yeah, this person is probably dead. Yes. So that's a whole lie. We know that. By now, after everything Nanjo's done, after how much Nanjo's kept hidden. Yeah. I don't know why he'd still keep things hidden even after seeing people die. But I guess some people also fake their deaths. But at some point people did actually die for real. So did Nanjo just go, okay, people dying, but hey, I'm still not gonna tell anybody about what's going on, and even though I know who the culprit is. Oh yes. And because they have a vast amount of gold, Yasuda does, Beata does, I guess she used that gold to convince some of the others, some of the adults, to become accomplices. Right? She could have used that gold to convince, in episode 1, she could use that to convince Natsu to become an accomplice, for example, and that's why Natsu survived for so long. But then she would have also betrayed them. She would have been like, hey listen, I have this vast amount of gold, help me out, I'm gonna kill people. And maybe the adults didn't believe her at the start, but it's like, okay, well, she showed them some of the gold, and they believed, and because they all want gold. All the adults want gold, right? But would they all be convinced to help in the murder of others just because of gold? Is the money enough for them to help out a culprit, pull off murders? Would that gold be enough? Let's think about it. Could in episode 1, could a culprit have gone to Nazi and been like, yo, look at this gold, right? And Nazi, considering, I feel like Nazi, after everything Nazi had been through, and in that episode 1 was also when Cross showed her that one gold ingot. So, from Nazi's POV, Cross didn't trust her, and maybe she had to long become an accomplice, and was like, alright, this family doesn't trust me and everything. And we know Nazi has her own illusions regarding Kenzo, and how Kenzo says, oh yeah, you're a true member of the family, even though Burns said that never happened. In episode 2 then, you can suspect Rosa being an accomplice. I am sorry, I hate to say it, Rosa. I don't want you to be an accomplice, but I have to say, Rosa, there's a chance Rosa was an accomplice in episode 2. We also have to remember that there's a chance that people were accomplices, but then died in the middle of the episode anyway, because they were betrayed. Because Yasa wanted to kill everyone anyway. Didn't really stick to the plan. So for example, let's see, Rudolph or something in episode 3. Rudolph could have been an accomplice in episode 3, Rudolph and Kiria, and then Yasa could have gone like, well, you're dead anyway. But no, that episode Eva killed him. But Eva could have been an accomplice or something, you know what I mean? And then Yasa would have killed him anyway. In episode 4 was all sorts of wild, but let's not think about episode 4 too hard right now. But you get the point. Would the goal have been enough to convince the adults to become accomplices in a crime like that? I don't know. I don't know if I'm convinced by that, but I will say I'm thinking you have a crime. Let's see. So okay, and then Will is saying, and for inviting all to the Golden Land and making all loves bear fruit, there was one other system. Right, the other system is the bomb, right? So one of them is the gold, the other is the bomb. Where did she get the explosives from? That's gotta be the other system he talks about, because that's the whole Golden Land stuff. Inviting everyone to the Golden Land means killing everyone using the explosives that always go off by midnight of October 5th, 1986. So the bombs.
動機だけでなく、そこまでをお察しでしたか?
I mean, yeah, no, I figured out the whole if you talk about explosives, don't worry, Claire, Beato, I figured that out. Well, I mean, technically I figured it out all the way back in episode 4, but I'm not going to credit myself for figuring that out. I'm going to credit my friend for figuring that out, for figuring out the whole explosive stuff. That was confirmed in episode 6, though. With looking at Erica's character file. That was a whole spoiler. Erica's character file after episode 6 was a whole spoiler, yo. Explosion accident! Alright, that confirmed the whole theory for me. So, we have that, and yeah. The how done, I feel like it's solvable. The who done, once you have the who done it, the how done is solvable, right? The whole explosive thing, that's fine. Still trying to figure out the motive.
それこそ第4のゲームの最後の謎の答えだ。
So the explosives are the final answer.
お前の最大の不幸は碑文を解き。
I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. So the riddle, who am I, that Beto said in episode 4, that was the explosives? Really? That was that riddle? That's crazy.
本当の意味で黄金の魔女として復活し、その魔力を得てしまったことだ。
今となっては、あれはやはり不幸なことだったのでしょうか。わかりません。しかし、1986年にバトラさんが帰ってくるという事実が変わらぬ限り、何かの悲劇は起こったでしょう。
As long as the fact that Batter's son returns in 1986 remains unchanged, some sort of tragedy would certainly have occurred. So Battler returning is definitely a big root of the issue here, of the motive. We know that though. We already know that from episode 4. But I'm thinking, is that enough? That's not enough to convince me. That's not enough to win me over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Beato. I'm not gonna say that it's not. You have not won me over.
そうだな。バトラが帰ってくるのが1年早いか遅いかだったら事件は起こらなかったかもしれねえ。
Really? So it had to have been 1986? Are you serious? It had to be that specific year? But I guess it makes sense. No, it makes sense. It makes sense why 1986 is the specific year why that must have happened. Because, think about it, right? Once Battler stopped visiting, Shannon probably moved on herself and tried to find love with George, and that's why Khan was created to find love with Jessica. It makes sense. And Shannon even said that she was prepared for George to give her the ring in 1986, that ring, right? She even said that she was prepared for that to happen. Shannon said that, oh, I know George is probably gonna give me this ring. He's probably gonna give me the ring, right? So George in 1986 gave her that ring. Meaning this, I claim this. If Battler had returned a year earlier, then Kanon would have still been very young. He would have barely been a servant. He would not have had enough time to develop with Jessica to make a relationship there. And the whole thing with George would still been pretty young too, because again, George was still not prepared to give her that ring. He was still not prepared to, have her as his fiance yet. Not in 1985, right? That was in 1986. However, if Battler had come a year later, 1987, well, George would have already given her the ring. They would have already been together. They would have already been in a relationship, in a proper relationship. Battler would have been too late. The fact that Battler came in exactly 1986 meant that was the year where her relationship with Kanon and Jessica was still in a weird sense. George was still on the process of giving her the ring that year. Battler coming back messed all sorts of things up. Oh no! The love of my life from 1980 is finally back now, 6 years later, but I've already half moved on. I'm not fully resolved on George though. But then, what about Battler? What am I gonna do? Oh no, I can't decide. Who do I love? What am I gonna do? That's the reason. That's why that year had to be the year why the massacre happened. Things had to play out exactly as they did. Battler returning in 1986 had to be the year he returned for the massacre to occur. But I am still not convinced. You have still not won me over though. I'm still waiting for you to explain your motive. Because you have not won me over, if that is the motive. No. Some small incident would probably have occurred. I mean, yeah, maybe. Yeah. But 1986 is like the perfect year for the biggest incident to occur. To be the one where the bombs actually went off, the explosive went boom boom. That was the year though where things went down. Again, I'm still wondering, where did you get those explosives from? And it would surely have been a mysterious, impossible incident, which no one could understand. But even so, it would have been insignificant compared to the Rokkenjima serial murders.
バトラ君が1年早いか遅いかだったらとは。
運命とは本当に皮肉なものですね。私に魔女の人生を歩ませ、碑文を解くことで本当の魔女となる。そして6年を経て彼の帰りを知る。それら全てが運命ならば、これは私にとって必然であり逃れられなかった事件なのです。
Inevitable and inescapable. Okay.
バトラは1980年母アスムの死と父ルドルフの早すぎる再婚に憤慨して後ろ宮家を飛び出した。
Yeah, that's what started that part.
そして6年間後ろ宮家を離れた。
6 years is a long time, y'all. I'll have you know, y'all. just to know how much of time that is. I checked last time after talking about it last time or the part before. I started my YouTube channel 6 years ago. So I can tell you, I vividly remember starting my YouTube channel 6 years ago. Okay? Alright? Funnily enough, even better, I started my channel in October 6 years ago. Early October 6 years ago. I think. Or it might have been late October. It was in October 6 years ago. It was 2016. Funnily enough, October seems to be the special month, both for me and for Rockinjima. I can tell you, so much time has passed since then. Okay, six years. Well, it's not 6 years to the dot. 6 years and a couple of months. Okay. I'll say it like this: when I started this Umineko, it had been 5 years since I started reading. Since I started my YouTube channel. Alright, I started reading Umineko 5 years after creating my YouTube channel. Okay? So 6 years ago, 6 years would have been in October 2022. So it's only been a couple months since October 2022. But you get the point. It's been 6 years since I started my YouTube channel and a couple months. And so I can tell you this. 6 years is a freaking long time, okay? That's a long time, alright? Not only have I uploaded a lot of videos in these last 6 years, I've done so much in my life in these last 6 years. Even better is the fact that I'm around the same age. This is the perfect time for me to be reading this visual novel, you know, because I'm also around the same age as Battler and Beato, right? We're both. He's 19, but I'm 20. Fine, but I was 18 when I started reading this visual novel. So this has been a long friggin' read through. But basically, throughout this span of reading this visual novel, I'm from being Battler's age to being Beato's age to now being a little older than them, but still, nothing much has changed. We're still the similar age. I'm approaching George's age soon. George, I think, is still older than me by this point. I think George is in his early 20s. So after having experienced all of this, right, I can tell you this, right? I'm the same age as them. I can tell you this: 6 years at my point in my life that I'm currently at, being around the same age as okay, I can say it like this: in October of 2022, I was still 19 years old. October 2022, I was 19 years old. I was the same age as Beatrice, okay? And in October 2022, I was 19 years old, and I had made my channel 6 years prior to that. Exactly 6 years before that, okay? So now, it's kind of ironic how fate lines up there, how the Umineko timeline and the real life timeline matches up for me. So, I can tell you this, man. So much has changed from the 2016 me to the I feel like I can understand Beata's feelings when it comes to the time frame that passed in the truest sense, because it happened to me in real life. The difference is I don't have someone that I love. I don't have a crush on anyone or anything like that. So, of course, I'm not gonna go on a killing spree. But I know what it feels like because, bro, 2016. What was I? I was in middle school or something. Crazy. I was very young. I was doing. I don't know what I was hella doing. I was playing video games, Rocket League a lot, and I uploaded those kind of videos back in those days. And then so much time passed, man. So much school time passed. I went to high school, finished high school, uploaded a bunch of videos in between. Not just Rocket League, but I ended up uploading a whole bunch of different games and read a bunch of different stories and did so much in my life, man. I moved places. I don't live in the same city anymore. A lot of stuff has happened, okay? And that's just those 6 years. And so I'm looking at this and I get it, okay? I get it. Alright, 6 years, that's a long time. Alright, I understand when it comes to the time that has passed, I understand I can't speak. I understand Beato's POV when it comes to the time frame that has passed very, very well, because I can relate that to the amount of time that has passed since starting my YouTube channel, and I can understand, okay. And especially when it comes to, I'm sure, being in love with someone, that time frame must have been even more painful than how, I only know the time frame. I don't know the pain of going through what Beato did during that time frame. So that's another important thing to remember as a difference. But yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see what. Okay, the Red Truth in episode 4 says, 6 years ago, no person called Beatrice existed for me. The sin I am now demanding that you remember is not between Ushiroma Battle and Beatrice. Ushiroma Battle has a sin. Because of your sin, people die. Due to your sin, a great many humans on this island die. None will escape, all will die. My name is Ushiroma Battle. I am the Golden Witch Beatrice, and I opened this game in order to fight Ushiroma Kinzo's grandchild, Ushiroma Battle. Ushiroma Battle's mother is Ushiroma Asumi. Yes, from Ushiroma Asumi that Ushiroma Battle was born. How does that make sense? You are not Ushiroma Asumi's son. That's still a confusing Red Truth though. What's going on with being Battle and Asumi's still confusing Red Truth? I'm still mad that we haven't seen how Asumi looks like, by the way. I want to see Asumi's sprite. How does Asumi look like? I'm still mad about that. Show us how Asumi looks like. But okay, so 6 years ago, no person called Beatrice existed for me. Right. The scene I'm demanding that you remember is not between Ushiroma Battle and Beatrice. I'm checking through my Red Truth notes from episode 4. These are notes that I wrote down myself back when I had read episode 4. And I can say this. This makes sense because the sin that I'm now that you remember is not between Ushiroma Battle and Beatrice. Of course, because it's between Battler and Shannon. No person called Beatrice existed for me. Yes, it didn't for you, Battler, because it's between you and Shannon. Ushiroma Battler has a sin because of his sin people die. Okay, due to your sin, a great many humans on this island die. None will escape, all will die. My name is Ushiroma Battler. Okay. And then Beatrice, in Shannon's stead, I guess, opened the game in order to fight Ushiroma Kinzo's grandchild, Ushiroma Battler. Okay. So that's where we're at now. Those are the Red Truth. So it's not between Battler and Beato, it's between Battler and Shannon that the sin is between. However, Beato's the one that decided to open the game board, not Shannon. He convinced his grandparents on his mother's side to help him and had his last name changed to his mother's maiden name. What's her name? Maiden name? What's her name? Then, when those grandparents passed away, he finally made up with Rudolph and returned to the Ushiroma family again in 1986. Those grandparents had to pass away in the time frame that would let Battery return again in 1986, man.
その不運がお前に事件の動機を生む。
That bad luck, okay.
思いました。どうして6年も経て今さら帰ってくるのかと。
そうだな。いっそ永遠に帰ってこない方がお前には良かったのかもしれない。
もちろん苦しみは続いていたでしょう。しかし大量殺人という許されざる犯罪に手を染めずには済んだかもしれません。
So she's aware that it's an unforgivable crime. She's aware that what she did was wrong, okay?
バトラ君が後ろ宮家を去り。
Because that's important, by the way. It's important that we now know that she knows that what she did is wrong, right? Because there's a difference, right? Thinking that you mass murder people, but thinking that, oh yeah, it's not a crime. What I did was right. I did a correct thing, right? There's a difference between that and pulling that mass murder and knowing that what you're doing is wrong. Okay.
それがどんな動機になるというんですか?
See, I'm also wondering, Leon. I'm also wondering, or at least I think I'm wondering. I think that my theory is wrong, or there's missing holes in it, because I am at least not currently won over by that motive. If my theory is right, but that's why I'm also wondering.
逆だな。
逆?
バトラが去ったから事件が起こるんじゃない。
The crime occurred because he came back. I get that.
バトラが帰ってきたから
I get
事件
that.
が起こるんだ。
こうして考えれば考えるほどに後ろ宮パトラ、なんと憎らしい男か。何より憎らしいのは、彼は自分のせいで事件が起こることに最後まで何の自覚もなかったこと。
最後には思い出した。
What do you mean he'd remember in the end? He died. He remembered after she died. Which, wait a minute. If he remembered after she died, but that doesn't make sense because everyone died, right? Did he also die in the explosion? Didn't he?
ただし、お前が諦めて消えたよりずっと後のことだったな。
Is that after the bomb went off or before the bomb went off? You're telling me that Bat remembered just as the bomb, before the bomb was going off, and was like, oh no, but it's too late because the bomb was going off anyway, the explosives.
それが本当なら
But he did remember in episode 5.
私の心も少しは救われるのですが。
私には未だにあなたたちが何の話をしているのか分かりません。ですが逃げずに聞こうと思います。知ろうと思います。一体あなたに何があって事件を決意するというのですか。
Well, let's jump back to the time when she solved the epitaph, because that's when her misfortune started, according to Leon, to Will, which I understand. If what happened when she solved the epitaph is what I think happened, then I understand why that's the moment when her misfortune really hit off.
そうだ、それが一番大事なんだ。後ろ宮バトラが推理小説に対しホワイダニットを尊んだように、黄金の魔女の物語もゲームも謎も全てそこに秘められている。
では引き続き語りましょう。1980年、私が事件を決意する6年前から。
Okay. That's not when you solved the epitaph. The epitaph didn't
第
exist yet.
6章、試される日。
Act 6. Okay, right. We still have 4 acts remaining. Damn, that's a lot of acts. Days of trial. The epitaph didn't exist yet, though. 6 years until the crime, 1980. The epitaph existed in 1984. So, okay.
バトラ様が後ろ宮家の席を出られた。旦那様とルドルフ様がそう話してるのよ。もうびっくり。
Okay. That's when she learns of it, okay.
お前の人生にもそして家庭にも私は何も文句を言うつもりはない。しかし親父殿はカンカンだよ。感動ならまだしもこの方から愛想を尽かして席を出ていくなど聞いたこともない。
誰に似たんだか。バトラのやつめ妙に頑固でな。
Where do we get it from?
バトラ君の気持ちがわからないのであれば父親としての資格を疑われるかと思いますよ。
Ooh, Nazi! Hey, where's Eva to come back, to clap back? Where's Eva? How about the way you're raising Jessica? Clap back in the most sassy way possible. And then Eva would then go, look at my George, he's so nice and so modest and greatest man ever. He's going to become next head. Where's Eva to clap back at this?
よしたまえ。キリエさんの子供をしっかり育てたいという責任をルドルフなりに示したということだろう。
Yeah, except he cheated on his wife to do that. What do you mean raising his child properly? That's crazy, bro. I mean, I don't know about cheated, but think about it. Angel's born within the same year that his previous wife died. That's crazy, bro. That's absolutely crazy, man. So within 2-3 months of your wife dying, you immediately remarry and already, you know, plan to have a child with another woman. That's crazy, bro. I'm sorry, that's crazy. Like, I understand, let's say, I don't know, you're 36 years old, maybe, and your wife died, and you have a son together that's, I don't know, 7 years old, for example, right? And you know, your wife dies. I understand when you're 44, 45 years old, let's say you're 45 at this point, right? It's been 9 years. You decide to remarry and then have a child with this you know, woman that you married with. I understand it at that point. And besides, this 7-year-old child would then be 16 years old. Okay, maybe I can understand it at that. So if it's something like that, I could understand it. Okay, but within a few, like not even a couple of these months, she was born within the same year. I don't know, Rudolph. Like, that's kind of crazy. I know you're described as a playboy and that you know that you made it with a lot of women in your youth and all that. I get that, but that's crazy, bro. That's your wife, bro. I'm thinking to myself, if I was Asumi, okay, I'm Asumi, you know, or I guess I could also think of it from a male side of things, okay. I'm married to this woman, okay, and then I die, and then this woman has a child, like, gets married to another man and has a child with him just 3 weeks after I die, let's say. Immediately, doesn't waste any time. Immediately pops out another child. What? Are you? What? I thought we had something. I thought I was supposed to be the love of your life. I thought I was your husband. Like, you didn't even give time to grieve for me, bro. What's up with this? I don't know. That just feels so quick to me, man. I understand the commitment bit for Rudolph, but that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. If anything, sure, it shows his commitment to raising Kira's child properly, but then what about his commitment to his previous wife? How about that? That's why Batter felt so betrayed. Because what about the commitment to his mother?
それが来年だったなら何も言うことはありません。しかし、どうして今年なのですか？桃開けないうちから。
Nazi, we're on the same page! That's what I mean!
解任の時期を考えると、ルドルフさんを見下さざるを得ません。
That's what I'm saying! Yeah, Nazi's not even saying it out loud. Nazi knows. Consider the time of the pregnancy, consider when Angel's born, and consider when Asumi died. Rudolph is wilding. You know? Nazi must, you know, any sane person must know this. Think about the time of the pregnancy. We're all adults here, okay? I mean, I'm not as old as Cross, Nazi, Rudolph, but I'm technically an adult too here in this case. We all know how long a pregnancy takes. We all know how long it takes. Ish. I mean, obviously it varies from woman to woman, but we know it takes around 9 months ish. It could take 8 months. It could take 10 months ish. But we all know that that's the estimate. 9 months is the estimate. Okay, right? For example, but we know that's not always true. That's fine. All right. For example, me actually, I'm Luffy, as the person I'm talking to. I was born after 8 months. Fun fact: I was born early. I should have been born a month after I was born. But it only 8 months passed and I was born. That's fine. Because that's, again, it varies from baby to baby, from woman to woman. That's fine. It could be late. The baby could be born late. Like Ace, he could be born after 2 years. I know that's hella realistic. That's a joke. 2 years is crazy. But, you know, that's how it was in One Piece. Whatever. Point is, it varies. That's fine. But 9 months-ish, you cannot ignore that Rudolph acted disgracefully, one should say. Cheated, and not only did he cheat, he couldn't even hide it the way Kinzo, at least Kinzo, the go. Okay, maybe I should not call someone like Kinzo the go. I should not call someone that sexually assaulted his own daughter the go. Okay, my bad. But at least Kinzo knew how to hide it from the rest of his family. Rudolph, you couldn't even hide Kiria, and he decided to remarry her publicly and letting everyone know. Kinzo at least had built his mistress, was able to keep a separate double life with her. And nobody found out. Everyone was suspicious. There were rumors, but nobody found out. At least Kinzo did that. Rudolph, you cheated. But bro, you're crazy. Just acknowledge the timing of the pregnancy. Think about how the pregnancy. Think about how when Angel's born, and think about when Asumi died. Let's say Angel's born and Asumi died 4 months earlier. That means Angel was already in the womb when Asumi was alive. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
まあそういじめないでくれ。
What do you mean don't be so harsh? Asumi is rolling in her grave right now. If I was Asumi, I'd be like, let me come back to life.
これが俺なりのけじめの取り方なんだ。
Okay, so you realize that it's wrong. You realize that what you've done is wrong. And your way of atoning is to commit yourself as much as possible to Angie now.
バトラ君が亡くなられたアスムさんに代わってあなたに抗議されている気持ち、本当によくわかります。
Yeah, and not as well. As a woman, as a wife, and as a woman, and as a mother, you should know not only how Battler feels, but also how Asumi's son could feel at this moment. Right? Nazi, you should be able to understand Asumi's feelings way more than I or Battler should, in a way. In a way. So Nazi, you know what's up. Nazi, you know what's up. Right?
もしここにいたなら一緒に肩を抱いて泣いてあげたい気持ちですよ。
Nazi's great. Nazi's great, bro. You know, episode 5 is still one of my favorite episodes, and we won't forget that Nazi is like the whole reason for that. Nazi is awesome. Can we talk about how Nazi, unexpectedly, is one of the best characters in the visual novel? Can we just acknowledge that? When we start episode 1, you know, I remember learning, oh, Nazi? Oh yeah, that's Jessica's mother. We learned about that episode 1, and I was excited to meet her and Cross and everything. And then we met them. I thought Cross was going to be the important character. No! The person who wrote this visual novel said, weak, waka, what? All the mothers. They're important. The fathers? The men? Nah, they're not important. We're going to focus on Nazi, on Eva, on Rosa. Kiria hasn't had as much focus. Kiria used to have focus in the early episodes with whole flipping the chessboard thing with Battler stuff, but she hasn't had as much focus other than that. We've had a lot more focus on Eva Tiche, Rosa and Maria, and Nazi, of course, Nazi. But Kiria hasn't had that same level of focus, I'll be honest. I mean, we've seen some scenes from her in episode 3, and the whole thing of her jealousy with Leviathan in episode 3, and then episode 6 as well, with Jessica killing her. And we also had the whole flipping the chessboard in the earlier episode where she taught Battler to flip the chessboard, and she's very clever. But other than that, we haven't gotten much Kiria. She's the one mother that hasn't gotten a lot of screen time, just like Cross, to be fair. But the writer of this visual novel said, all the mothers. Yeah, we're cooking. The mothers of this visual novel, we're cooking. We're crafting some beautiful characters here. Some, well, beautiful, literally, and also in a writing sense. We're cooking. We're making some great characters. And he went in. He went in, okay? And especially with Nazi, alright? He went in. Now, I know Rosa's my personal favorite, but, you know, Rosa's Rosa for her reason, right? Nazi is Nazi for a whole different reason, bro. Episode 5 cemented Nazi as a gold tier character for me, man. For sure. And cemented episode 5 as a Nazi. Also cemented episode 5 as one of the best episodes. So Nazi, just saying, you know, I don't know if I've ever been clear about how much I think Nazi is a great character, right? I mean, I think for a lot of y'all it might be kind of washed away by how much I love Rosa, so you kind of forget about how much I love Nazi. But don't forget that I really love Nazi, most of all as a character. You know what I mean? I think as a character, I think I like Nazi more than Rosa, but like, as a personal preference, I like Rosa more than Nazi in a sense. You know what I mean? I can't explain it very well. Although Rosa is still an incredible character. I mean, the whole thing with the whole situation with Maria, and I feel like Rosa is more than anything. I feel like Rosa is a very realistic character, and just such a believable character. I think that's what plays really well in Rosa's cards, is that she's such a believable character, such a believable situation to be in as a mother, and I could really feel for her too. So definitely, yeah. That's actually not the initial reason why I started liking Rosa so much, but yeah. Anyway, back to back to Natsu being the best person ever and wanted to hug and cry along with Backer because she's such a great person. Natsu's words were sharp. They pierced Rudolph mercilessly. Rudolph had no retort. His relationship with Kiria had been proper, plain and simple, it really had. According to Rudolph, he had been close to Kiria longer than Asumi. True, Kiria did say that Asumi kinda stuck in there. And even after he's married to Asumi, that relationship had not disappeared. But cheating on your wife is crazy.
なんだよそれ。このクソ親父。じゃあつまりあんたはずっと母さんを裏切ってたわけじゃねえかよ。そりゃ俺だってキリエ様知ってるさ。あんたのビジネスパートナーでいつも事業の相談に乗ってくれる頼れる友人だって聞かされてたさ。それが男女の仲だったなんて今さら言われたって知ったことかよ。母さんが死んだ後なら勝手さ。俺だってあんたの人生好きにしろと言ってるさ。でもな、キリエさんの解任はいつだよ。
Allegations, bro. Just when did that woman get pregnant?
まだ母さんは生きてるじゃないか。
Facts. Time the pregnancy. Everyone should know this. Nobody's willing to say it out loud, but everyone should know this. If you time the pregnancy, this is not the first episode I mentioned this, by the way. I've been mentioning this since all the way back when we first heard about it in episode 4 or something, was it? Or 5? When we first learned when Angel was born and all that stuff. We talked about this. And Asumi died in 1980. That's around the time Backer left the family register and stuff. We talked about this, okay? I talked about this, how, wait a minute, that date is kind of weird. Angel's born in 1980. But also, Asumi died in 1980. So Rudolph must have cheated. I made this connection before. Time the pregnancy. We all know pregnancies take 9 months. If you time it, there's only one answer you can arrive to. Yeah, boy Rudolph cheated.
ああ、やっとわかったぜ。なんで俺はあんたにこんなにも吐き気を感じるのかってな。あんた、母さんがここで死んでくれて嬉しかった。そうなんだろ。
I wouldn't go that far. Come on now. I wouldn't say glad.
もし母さんが生きてたら、不倫のことや子供のことでどう隠すかで苦労が絶えなかったろうからな。
You know what would be the sickest thing ever? The sickest as in disgusting, by the way. If either Rudolph or what if even Kiria? Kiria did say she was willing to kill for her husband, by the way. Last episode, in episode 6. What if in the most sickest, disgusting way possible, Kiria, after getting pregnant, killed Asumi? I mean, we already know that she heavily dislikes Asumi. What if Kiria killed Asumi so that when she, because she was pregnant with Angel at that point, and that's why she died? Secretly poisoned her or something. That would be crazy. And then Angel's born, and then she used that as a way to get married to Rudolph. That would be wild. I mean, we already know from Beato that in this visual novel, clearly that sort of love is enough to have you killing people. So if it's enough for Beatrice, for Shannon, then I feel like it's enough for Kiria as well. We know how much Kiria's jealousy hurt her, so Kiria then could have killed Asumi for the sake of giving birth to Angie. To me, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, this is a theory that has existed since all the way back in episode 3, that Kiria killed Asumi. This theory has existed for a while, this is not something new. It's becoming a real possibility now. Of course, that would change all of our minds regarding Kiria. But this is still a theory. I don't wanna... allegations towards Kiria, I don't wanna spread out these rumors too far. Kiria is still, as far as we know, a good person. Okay? She's helping back with flipping the chessboard and stuff. There's nothing I have against Kiria as of right now, but I'm just saying, if that were the case... Okay.
都合よく母さんが死んでくれたからキリエさんと結婚して新しい子を俺の弟か妹になってよく言えたもんだぜ。 さんが天国で泣いてる。恥を知れ、恥を知れよ。俺は恥ずかしいぜ。あんたと同じ後宮の姓を名乗ることが恥ずかしくて仕方ねえ。生まれてくる子に罪はねえさ。両親が揃ってなきゃかわいそうだ。せいぜい新しい家族を育んで幸せに育ててやれよ。だがな、俺は許さねえからな。だって母さんはもう憎むこともできる。だから俺が母さんに代わってあんたを憎む。全身全霊をかけてな。
And I guess this hatred led Batra to forget about his promise to Shannon. And that's rough, buddy.
なまよ、クソ親父。
You old coot. And I guess after 6 years, Battler was able to. Battler's rage was softened enough. Was, you know, because after 6 years, you know, that's a long time. Battler had already met Angie by that point, and you know, become a good brother to Angie, right? Hung around with her, been, you know, been good. Maybe by that point, Battler's rage softened a bit, and after becoming, you know, better acquainted with Kiria to his stepmother, his rage kind of died down over time. I'm sure he still has resentment for his father, of course, but while he does have that resentment towards Rudolph, I'm sure it kind of died down over the 6 years. That's a while, you know. All of that Battler screaming that we saw a second ago, that was still fresh, because Rudolph had just remarried. Gossamer had still died freshly. I don't like saying fresh when it comes to someone's death, but you know, I don't know what else. How newly, I guess, recently died. What else? And what else was it? Battler even said that if Rudolph had decided to marry Kiria after Asumi's death, he would have been fine with it. Battler's issue, he even said this, that his issue lies in the fact that Rudolph is a cheater. He cheated on his wife. That's where Battler's problems come in, right? Battler even said that he had no issues with Rudolph marrying Kiria after Asumi's death. But if he timed the pregnancy, even Battler realized, wait, you cheated on my mother. What's up, bro? So.
もう十分だろう、夏日。ルドルフは決してバトラ君に愛情を失ったわけではない。長い時間をかけるだろうが、親子の絆を取り戻したいと願っている。
父親として当然です。赤の他人ならいざ知れず、自分の血を分けた子供ならばそれが当然の責務です。
いいさ、とことん俺を蔑んでくれ。反論はしね
え。Yeah, even you realize that you deserve this, don't you?
それが俺のけじめのつけ方だ。
Yeah.
せめて生まれてくる子だけは幸せにしたまえ。
Oh, Angie. Oh, was she really given a happy life? Oh, damn, bro. She ends up dying in 1998 anyway. That's crazy, bro. A happy life is not one that Angie had. To be fair, it was one that Rudolph was trying to give her, though. I won't lay Angie's life on Rudolph, to be fair. I won't blame that on Rudolph, alright? That's not Rudolph's fault. I mean, Rudolph could not have expected to die in it. Wait, he did expect himself to... He did say that he expected to die in 1986. Rudolph knew he was going to die. And he had a secret that he still needed to reveal Backer. So there's that whole thing. That's a whole plot point going on. But how did Rudolph know he was already going to die? Did Rudolph know about Shannon's plans? What? Wait, yeah! Did Rudolph know Berto's plans? Who Berto was in her plans? That's crazy! How would Rudolph know? Right! Wait! Wait! Think about it. Rudolph is Backer's dad. Rudolph came back in 1951. Backer didn't, but Rudolph did. So Shannon would have been like, hey yo, Rudolph, where's your son at? He's the guy I fell in love with. What if Shannon told Rudolph that she's in love with Battler? Oh, that would be a twist! Oh, I didn't think about it like that. And but how would that equate to Rudolph knowing that he was going to die in 1986? Oh, that's a twist, you know? What if Shannon told Rudolph, and then she solves the riddle, comes by 1986, shows Battler the gold. No, not shows Battler the gold, shows Rudolph the gold, and tells Rudolph, hey yo, be my accomplice. She betrays him anyway. But she's like, be my accomplice. I'm gonna kill everyone except you and Battler and stuff, and you're a kid yet. And I'll give you a lot of this gold, because that'll help you save your business, right? Because Rudolph has business issues. And she'll lie at this point, because she already told Rudolph that she's in love with Battler, but she'll lie at this point, be like, yeah, no, I'm in love with Battler, so I want to marry him, right? That's my plan. But I want to kill everyone. Maybe. So is Rudolph like this hidden big accomplice that we didn't see coming? It would be set up? But no, wait, Rudolph knew he was going to die. Does that mean Rudolph said, you know what? I understand why you do this. Or what if Shannon told Rudolph the truth of everything? What if there's a secret thing? What if there's a secret thing where Shannon told Rudolph everything throughout the years? Because Rudolph is Battler's dad. And what if Shannon then went like, okay, alright Rudolph, I'm actually Kinzo's daughter. Okay? I've solved the epitaph. Genji's told me the truth, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm actually Kinzo's daughter. This year, 1986, I'm gonna kill Spree. Spree, here, look at this gold, okay? You gonna join me? Rudolph then says no, but I respectfully seem to go on a killing spree. Wild from Rudolph. And it's also kind of my fault for the whole thing that's going on with Battler. So, alright, do your thing. Then Battler goes back to Kirya and the rest, and he says, yo, Battler, yo, Kirya, I'm probably going to die tonight. That could be one way that could be explained. Why Rudolph already knew he was going to die. You know what? That's my current theory. There's holes in that theory, but that's going to make my current theory. That Rudolph and Shannon have that sort of... It would make sense. It would make sense, I feel like. But okay, let's keep reading for now. But that's a thought. That's a good thought we had, I think, there.
生まれてくる子もバトル俺の子だ
アスムさんが亡くなりキリエさんと籍を入れられるのはバトラ君には苦々しいだろうが生まれてくる子にとって最善だ
But I feel like that's not bad. I don't think that part was what's painful for Battler. Come on, Rudolph, Cross. That's not what's painful for Battler. Because Battler said that, okay, if it had been after Asum's death, then yeah, sure, do what you want. It's your romance life, it's your love life, do what you want. But you cheat on her when she was alive. That was what Battler had an issue with. At least that's how I interpreted that scene. So it's not that he wed Kirya right after her death. It's more, I mean, that maybe part of that is too. But it's because the whole pregnancy thing.
私はお前を理解するよ
バトラ君がアスムさんが亡くなって嬉しかっただろうとあなたをなじった気持ちがよくわかります。
もうよせマツヒすでにルドルフはなじるべき人間から十分にそれを受けているそれより紅茶をもらえんかね厨房の誰かに紅茶を頼んできてくれんかね
わかりました。
Natsu took this as a signal to leave the room and did so. Once she left, Cross relaxed slightly.
アスムさんは気の毒だったな生まれてくる子を考えればこれは偶然のタイミングだったかもしれんね
まるでアスムがそれを知って自分から舞台を降りたかのようだ
That would be crazy. That would be crazy if Asumi actually committed suicide after like, nah, I don't want to believe that. I feel like it's more likely that Kirya killed her. You know, I don't feel like you killed Asumi. You wouldn't do that. If anything, Kirie killed Asumi. If anything.
俺がアスミを殺したのか。
No.
だとしたら俺はいつから殺してたんだろうな。
Maybe when you started cheating on her. How about that?
アスムさんを大事に思う気持ちがまだあるなら何年かけてでもバトラ君と復縁したまえ。
ああ、分かってる。
そしてキリエさんと生まれてくる子にも等しい愛情を注ぎなさい。アスムさんの十字架を背負いながらね。
Cross is very understanding of Rudolph in this situation, huh?
もし地獄にもリザーブってやつがあるんだ。特上の席を俺に一つ取っておいてほしいもんだぜ。
The news that Batra had left the Ishuma family swept across the family.
バトラさんもお気の毒に。いつかきっと仲直りをしてくれると信じていますけど。
To end things there? I feel like ending things there. Okay. Okay, well. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. And I'll see you guys next time for some more. This has been this has been a very revealing part, right? Finally confirming that Rudolph really did cheat on his wife, and that whole thing is going on. And also that the motive is of course connected to Battler, and we're seeing Claire talk about it with Will and stuff, and Leon in the other world. And we're in 1980, and as we go along these years here, it seems like we're slowly but surely going to figure out what Beato's motive is. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this part. I'll see you guys next time for some more. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this at least as much as I enjoyed reading it. And see how this entire debacle with Battler leaving the family affects Sean maybe next time. So yeah. Alright, well. Peace.